The saying goes, there's a first time for everything. And for Russell Wilson, today's his first game ever at US Bank Stadium. Will the Vikings give him a rude introduction? Find out next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were at full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
$13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on third down, Boone Colquitt on the punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawks football first and 10. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again this Seattle Seahawks offense.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up third and 2. There's Wilson to throw. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4. This bounces away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 139 yards.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. To throw, Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and that'll bring up second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 55 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down after a very nice game. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Cousins now from the 50. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 40.
Back to the ground, Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got it down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third and goal for Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. What a drive that was. 16 plays all total. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders have become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A give. This is Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenny Nwangu with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And it's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it is a 1-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks take back over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this game.
No. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Shot Penny. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know you're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. What a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a first down. And that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the delay, here's Carson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Vikings' 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They start the drive with Cook. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Madison running left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Working out of the gun, Cousins. 20, 10, 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Vincent Mayowa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. A good drive that time is taking 9 plays in all, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. To throw again on second down, Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To throw again is Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook a 1st down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
Now Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to the ground. Cook looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down at 4. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'll be back to make a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Draw play. This is Carson powering forward. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Xavier Woods, a former Cowboy, in on the tackle. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. There's Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Able to knock it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. On second down, it's Cook again. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. On third down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run it with Carson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench. They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st down. It's Cook, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 47.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Wilson will throw again. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 36, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
To Gerald Everett. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Throwing is Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Carson, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 45. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the... That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense. Trusted his defense very much. For it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to throw the flag winds up being a correct decision for Mike Zimmer. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 27, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw again is Wilson. Touchdown! Dwayne Eskridge, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A 10-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get